We're following breaking developments from the White House. The National Security Council confirms to NBC News that they are investigating a hack affecting the Treasury Department and a unit of the Commerce Department. And tonight, we've learned Russia is behind it. All right, Malcolm, what is the biggest concern with this cyber hack?
The biggest concern that we should have today is that Russia may in fact be doing a broad cross the government campaign to access U.S. Computer security systems as early as they can before the end of the Trump administration. You'll recall that President Trump fired the head of the National Cyber Infrastructure Protection Agency just 2 weeks ago. Now, although that may not have been part of any campaign, and I don't think it was, it does tell our opposition, it tells the Russians that our guard is down, that we are in chaos, that the United States government, now in transition to another administration, may not be paying attention. So what you do is you flood the zone with these phishing scams, which are just links in there, which people inside the U.S. government clicks on those links. It drops software into your computers. It comes through email. The Russians are famous for this, particularly the Cozy Bear malware suites that they're using. You know, this ATP-29, the same group that hacked the DNC, attempted to hack the Pentagon at one point, attempted to hack the White House in 2008. This is a pernicious campaign, and now they think that they see advantage.
Do you have a sense, Malcolm, of what it is that they are looking for and how they hope to use that data and information?
Well, what we've seen already is that, first off, the Treasury, very simple, right? You get access through a Treasury person's email server. And the same thing they did at the Democratic National Committee. They were in their servers for 6 months to a year and vacuumed up every bit of data. But each layer of access from one person's email to another person's email, you keep entering malware, right? You keep entering viruses that work their way into the system to where you can get the Treasury Secretary's private emails or access to what the U.S. Treasury may be doing in the coming days that's discussed inside their emails. That's economic advantage. That's just straight up money. But they've also been trying to get intelligence on the COVID-19 vaccines and the distribution systems. That is also advantage in the international marketplace. This is the nature of Russian spies. They use this thing the way we drink coffee.
I have two questions for you, Malcolm, because while cyber warfare is nothing new, how has the Trump's resistance to punish Russia for the 2016 hack allowed for more action in the space, his general sort of inability to take Russia on directly? And at the same time, if you are the Biden-Harris team and you are watching this go down, what do you need to be doing, thinking about preemptively as you head into office?
Well, first off, you need to understand that U.S. intelligence saw these emails coming in, this attempt to place malicious malware into emails and get it into the U.S. government. So we were on our P's and Q's because the day-to-day protection of the United States is the job of the, Cyber Command, Department of Homeland Security's, Cyber Infrastructure Agency, and the National Security Agency. They're not going to let you down on that. But when you have leadership at the top who 4 years ago essentially said everything related to Russia's information warfare operations, anything related to Russian intelligence is a hoax, well, what you've done is you've given your opponent the ability to gain advantage over your own intelligence agencies.
For more, I want to bring in NBC national security correspondent Ken Delanian. Ken, do we have any idea what kind of information was accessed?
We do not, Alicia, other than the fact that a source familiar with the matter told me that right now there are no indications that classified networks have been breached. But that same source who confirmed the Washington Post reporting that the U.S. government believed that this was the work of the Russian version of the CIA, the SVR, that same source said that it's believed that this is a wider campaign. There may be more government agencies affected and a number of private sector agencies. Last week, we reported that the Russians had hacked a major cybersecurity firm called FireEye. And the way they are reported to have attacked Treasury and Commerce is through a network management software that gives them administrative access. So it's a really devious method, and it has given them access to sort of unknown levels of U.S. government information. The U.S. government was so concerned about it, Reuters reported that there was a National Security Council meeting about it on Saturday, Alicia.
Ken, understanding that this may be part of something bigger, what do we know about why Russia would hack Commerce and Treasury specifically?
Well, in the case of the Commerce Department, it's been reported that they were targeting an agency that deals with internet regulation. But just stepping back, these kinds of hacking and espionage games go on between great powers all the time. We can presume that the U.S. government is trying to hack Russian government agencies. They're trying to hack all of our agencies. No doubt, the typical national security agencies that you think of in this context, like the Defense Department and the intelligence agencies, but they can get very valuable information from Commerce and Treasury, things that affect their national security interests and give them an advantage. And they're trying to find ways to hurt the United States. In the broader context, there's intelligence that they are paying bounties in Afghanistan for the deaths of U.S. troops. This is a sort of an adversarial relationship, and the Russians are doing anything they can to get an advantage and to gain information, Alicia.